Hey, what's going on, guys? Oink here, and I'm bringing you my Skyrim character setup. Basically, I'm going to talk you through my character now. It's been about a month or so since the game came out, I think. Yeah, just thought I'd show you guys my character like I did mention in a previous video. So first of all, I'm going to show you my skills. A main skill is Conjuration. This is what I started off going as. My character is kind of built as a battle mage, so I kind of start a fight conjuring, summon a creature in, and then switch to a sword in one hand and like a destruction spell in the other. And as a result, destruction is reasonably good, although my spells are not, they're not massive. And I haven't got that many perks. Restoration is average just because from time to time I do heal myself. Never really done too much alteration. Recently I've been doing smithing and enchanting to get my kit just super good. So I've got both of them at 100. Not a warrior, so heavy armor, block and two-handed are pretty low. Like I said, because I'm a battle mage, I do often go into battles with one-handed weapons, so my one-handed skill is reasonably high. My archery is alright. I do a tiny bit of archery. And also my light armor, which is, majoritively what I'm using, is also reasonably good. And my sneak is kind of alright as well. Lockpicking is fairly standard. Pickpocket, again, fairly standard. And speech, don't know why it's green. Maybe I've got a spell on or something. Alchemy, haven't done too much. Illusion, I'm trying to get better at. I want to try and increase my invisibility skill, that sort of thing. But apart from that, that's what my skills are. I'm going to show you guys some of my spells, that sort of thing, what I tend to like to do. So first of all, my main spell that I cast in is this one. This is a Dremora Lord. So he's not ranged based, but he's really tough. And yeah, he can come in handy. And also, because of my perks, I can summon two of that guy if I want. And they'll both fight for me, which is mighty handy. I can also summon swords and stuff, but I don't do that too much. But it's good for banishing anything, so I can also banish anything back to oblivion that's been summoned, which is handy when you come against some of the more advanced mages and they summon in some dudes. So that's pretty useful. Most of my destruction is electricity based or fire based. So I've got the standard like fire and electricity. Like I said, they're not particularly strong, but they do kind of supplement my fighting. Then my main sword is this one. It's a blade sword, just a standard blade sword. I know that it's not the best sword. I could get a better sword, but I just think it's pretty awesome and it's not too bad. And I've heavily enchanted it, so it's pretty strong. Although actually, interestingly enough, it's not charged. I'll charge it in a sec. So that's my sword. My bow is a slightly better bow. It's a Daedric bow, and I'm using glass arrows with that. And it's also enchanted quite a lot, and that's also run out of charge, unfortunately. So I need to charge those up. My armor, if you can see that, it's the dragon scale armor. Like I said, I do light armor, so I don't have the dragon bone. I have a set at home just because I thought it'd be cool to make. But it's dragon bone, and I'm using the Morokai mask, which is good for 100 magicka % regen. I mean, it is full dragon bone as well. I'll show you guys my kit now. So, weapons then. This is my sword. I called it 1,000 in aid of, well, not in aid, in celebration of 1,000 subs. So my sword is called 1,000, and it's upgraded legendary. And I also supplemented it with some. I enchanted some clothes to make me better at smithing. So I enchanted it pretty nicely to 116 base damage. On top of that, I enchanted it to do 127 points of absorb and 43 points of burn damage, so it's pretty strong. My bow, like I said, is a Daedric bow, and it does 74 points of base damage, again upgraded to legendary, and I've enchanted it so it does 52 points of frost damage and 52 points of shock damage. And I'm using glass arrows because I'm on PC. I've actually got a mod so that I can actually do fletching. Now, fletching is basically just making arrows. Don't know why they didn't put it in the game, but the mod is awesome. It's really cool. If you go to like a smithing place, you need like feathers from birds, so you need to go and kill some birds, and you need to chop wood and then use the wood. And yeah, it's really awesome actually. It's a really cool little mod, and I can just make arrows. So I've been making some glass arrows because I went down the light armor chain, so I can't make the Daedric arrows, unfortunately. So those are the best arrows that I can make. So that's what I've been doing, glass arrows. So those are the arrows that I've been using. My armor, I've got a bunch of stuff here, but I've been using this is my amulet, so well, it's not an amulet, I just called it that, but it's a necklace. I think it's just a diamond necklace, diamond gold, and it's increased magicka by 70 points and increased magic resistance by 22%. Then my gloves, my dragon scale gloves, are 45% armor resistance 65, and then bows 45% damage, and one-handed attacks 45% damage. And then my feet thingies is another 65 armor, then 52% resistance to frost and fire. And then my ring is 28% reduction to conjuration and destruction spell costs. Then there's that Morokai mask, 100% magicka regen. Then my armor is armor resistance 155, and then health increased by 70 points, and magicka regenerate another 70% faster. And I've got another thing like Rig of Sneaking, which I can just throw on if I need to, and just various other things like Nightingale for lock picking and that sort of thing. Yeah, so that's kind of that. I did have the skeleton key, but I've handed that back in. Now, I used that for a little while. I've got a lot of soul gems. Another thing that I've been using a lot since I have enchanted weapons is Azura's Star, which is basically you can refill it as many times as you want. So you can fill it with any soul that you want, and then once you use it, it just empties and you can use it again, which is really good for charging weapons because you don't need to waste a whole soul gem just on charging it. So that's definitely a handy one. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what else I can say. I mean, my horse at the moment is... I have Frost as well. Frost is back in a horse place somewhere. But I also have Shadowmere, which is, as far as I'm aware, the best horse you can get. In terms of quests, if I go to the journal, these are ones I'm doing at the moment. Just a few little things there. And these are the miscellaneous ones I got to do. And these are the quests that I've done. It's quite a long list if I just scroll to the bottom. I have played this game a fair amount. Yeah, that's what I've done. It's quite a lot. General stats, let's have a look. Days passed, 268. Gold found, 170,000. It's quite a bit. Let's see. Yeah, I've just done various things. Yeah, I've completed 102 quests and 96 miscellaneous quests. Yeah, I think that's about it. My favourite school is Destruction, probably because I've cast the most amount of spells on that, but I definitely wouldn't say that that's my favourite school. I've got quite a lot of Words of Power, not loads, but yeah. Then, yes, that's about it. My overall level, by the way, guys, is 52, nearly level 53. Race is Breton, and I'm actually a girl character, just because, I don't know, I just thought I would go with that, because a lot of people just go with the guy, and I thought it would be interesting to mix it up and go with that woman. But yeah, I think that's about it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. The Gran Turismo video, which I mentioned in a bulletin and on my Facebook and Twitter and stuff, slight technical hitch. Well, I say technical, slight hitch anyway. There will be a Gran Turismo video coming soon, and let me just finish off by killing this poor old thing here. There we go, done. Right then, anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.